as we are getting the news that the number of COVID-19 cases are again on a rise in China, and can we trust the data which has been given by the Chinese government? The question again arises whether the answer is yes or no. Hello and welcome to the In Focus series section of Drishti IAS. I am Aisha Singh, and in today's video we will be discussing about how accurate are China's COVID-19 death numbers. As we all are very much aware that whatever happens inside the boundaries of the Chinese territory, the official numbers are different from actually what happens there. So let us again see. First, let us look at the timeline of the video. First, we will be looking at the news. Then, what is the criteria for COVID-19 death in China? Then, what is the situation at present? Can China's COVID data be trusted or not? And since 2019, when COVID actually hit the world for the very first time, the question has always been, can we trust what the Chinese government has been saying or not? Then, what does the data say? And is it an alarm bell or warning for India or not? In the end, the mains practice question. This topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 2, that is health. This topic becomes important from mains so that first of all we should be able to know that which variant is in news which is causing this COVID bomb in China, and what are the criteria for COVID death in China. So let's get started and see the news. And the news has been taken from the Indian Express, and it says, how accurate are China's COVID-19 death numbers? This question has always been news because the official data and actually what people living there say about the data are totally different. The actual numbers or the actual and the official data which has always been given by the Chinese government is way much less than what the actual numbers are. So let us first see that what is happening. There is a current surge in COVID-19 infections in China, and the news headlines are flooded with this, and it is believed to be driven by the BF.7 subvariant of Omicron. So this is an important point, that which is the variant and that variant is subvariant of what. So it is the recent surge is driven by BF.7, which is subvariant of Omicron. And BF.7 accounted for more than 5% of US cases and 7.2% of UK cases in October 2022. Now the situation in India at present is controllable, but now the government has also started testing if the passengers coming outside are infected so that they can be identified and can be isolated. China's National Health Commission, according to it, as many as 248 million people, or nearly 18% of the population, likely contracted the virus in the first 20 days of December. So if you will see that these are huge numbers. In first 20 days of December, around 248 million people, that amounts to around 18% of the population. It has been believed that they have contracted the virus. So, but what the official data is saying is exact opposite of it, and the numbers are very different and very less. Now let's see that what are the criteria for COVID death. It means that in China, what do they consider and how they consider that whether the person can be classified that the person has died from COVID or not. So the criteria is, China's narrow criteria for identifying deaths caused by COVID-19 underestimates the true toll of the pandemic's current wave. It underestimates. So it means whatever the true numbers will be, according to this criteria, the number will become very less. Then according to the Chinese medical expert, only deaths caused by pneumonia and respiratory failure after contracting COVID will be classified as having been caused by the coronavirus. See, these 2 points are important. You need to understand that the Chinese medical expert is saying that inside China, they consider a death which is caused by COVID only when it is caused by pneumonia or respiratory failure after contracting COVID. So if a person is infected by COVID and after the infection by the COVID, the person suffers from pneumonia and respiratory failure, only then in China it will be considered that the person has died because of COVID-19. So these two are the criteria. Then the deaths from complications at other sites apart from this pneumonia site and respiratory failure site, all the other sites in the body, including underlying conditions made worse by the virus, would be excluded from the official toll. So it means, what if the person is infected by the COVID-19 and something happens to the person, or the situation of the person become worse because of having the virus in the body, but that is different from pneumonia and respiratory failure, then this condition will not be included. I'm again repeating, then this condition will be excluded in China from the official toll and will not be considered that the person has died because of COVID-19. Now let us talk about that what is the present situation in China. Then the such cases were not always excluded previously. So it means earlier, when in the 2019 or 2021, when the first and the second wave of coronavirus came, then this condition was not there. Now recently this has been given by the China. So the criteria has changed because the Omicron variant is less likely to cause other life-threatening symptoms. And the reason that they are giving is that the Omicron variant is not that much capable enough to cause the other life-threatening diseases. And according to the disease experts, what they are saying is that this approach would miss. This approach of China will miss several other widely recognized types of potentially fatal COVID complications. Because what happens is, see, there are not only respiratory problems or pneumonia, what the person can die from COVID. There are many different type of problems also that the person can develop after having the COVID virus inside. So if because of those other things or because of any other symptoms, if a person dies, then that person will not be considered that the person has died because of COVID-19. So medical experts are saying that because of this criteria, the overall toll which people have died because of corona will be much less, because many a times people will miss out because of having some other symptoms apart from the symptoms which the Chinese government is identifying. The other symptoms can be, there can be blood clot in the body of a person, or heart attacks can take place because of it, but these people will not be considered as the toll within the COVID. Then there is new definition clearly won't capture all deaths from COVID. So the experts around the globe are saying that this criteria of China of only deaths caused by pneumonia and respiratory failure after contracting COVID will be classified as having been caused by the coronavirus. So this criteria of China will not work, and this many people will miss out on the death toll. Then last month, Korean researchers, last month, that is in the month of November, Korean researchers reported that 33% of Omicron related deaths between July 2021 and March 2022 at one large hospital were due to causes other than pneumonia. Now what this will say? See, 33% of Omicron related deaths, and the reason is not pneumonia. Now what this 33% of deaths which has been caused because of some other reasons, where will these person go? Will this not be included in COVID deaths or not? So if a person develops blood clot after having the coronavirus, that person will not be included in the COVID toll. If the person has heart attack, then that person will also not be included, or any other symptoms. Then where these 33% of people will go, or where their counting will take place? So this is the question which has been raised mostly by the researchers or the medical experts all over the world. Now, can China's COVID data be trusted or not? Then one of the lowest COVID death tolls in the world till now, the official data which the government of China has given. Then China has been routinely accused of downplaying infections and deaths. During the second wave of COVID-19, when all over the world so many deaths were happening and people were losing their lives, then also the number of people getting infected and also all the fatalities in the China were very less. And on June 2020 study, so a study on June 2020 says that the country's initial outbreak in Wuhan, starting in late 2019, it estimated 36,000 could have died at the time. So this is what a study in June 2020 said, that 36,000 could have died at the time, or 10 times the official figure. It means whatever the official figure is, it could be 10 times of it. So you can understand that how much downplaying has been done. Then according to the Lancet report, which was published in April 2022, it says that the COVID-related mortality in 74 countries and territories over 2020-21 estimated there were 17,900 excess deaths in China over the period, compared to an official death toll of 4,820. So this is the Lancet report which is saying this. So when there is a Lancet report, is a trustable report. So it says that China's death toll, which was given 4,820, the actual numbers can be 17,900. So you can imagine the difference. It is almost from 5,000 to 17,900. It means almost 18,000. So the difference is huge, more than double and triple. Then the study also estimated 18.2 million excess deaths in 2021-22. 18.2 million excess deaths. So you can imagine that the reporting which has been done about the number of deaths because of COVID-19 is way less than what has actually happened. And compared with reported COVID deaths of 5.94 million. See the difference. The total number of reported deaths is 5.94 million, while the actual numbers could be 18.2 million. And China's official death numbers have not spiked, and no new fatalities reported for December 21, 2022. Even though we are seeing that the COVID surge has taken place, COVID bomb has taken place, but still no new fatalities reported from December 21, 2022. So you can imagine that what is actually happening, and the official data and the exact data has not been given out. Now let us talk about that. What does the data say? That China actually cut its accumulated death toll by 1 on December 20. So this December 20 means December 20, 2022, which is presently going on, bringing the total to 5,241. So it says that only 5,241 deaths have taken place till now. That even if China were to continue defining COVID deaths, official data is still unlikely to reflect the situation on the ground. It tells almost a different stories, because on ground, if we see that the number of ambulances, it has been increased, the number of patients getting admitted to the hospitals have increased, the cremation ceremonies have increased, but this is not showing on the number of official death tolls. Now let us talk about whether it is warning for India or not. And as we know that India and China share the land border, and China is a besiding country of India. So when we share a border with our country, it becomes very important to take precautions, because the virus can enter India very easily. So renewed and unfolding COVID-19 emergency in China has set off warning bells in India. And this is the reason even why the routine testing and the random testing has started on the international airports. Shared boundary between the both countries. So we have to be very cautious about it, because the problem that we have in our country is we are a highly populated country. So even if slightest of a spike takes place in the number of cases, then the spread can be very fast. So the widespread infection that spreads throughout the country becomes a problem, and it also becomes a problem for the health advisory or the health ministry to actually control, because of the density of population that we have in our country. And also that the festive season is going on, we have Christmas and then we have New Year, and so the people are out on roads and are going outside and actually getting accumulated at one place. So it becomes all the more important for you to take appropriate measures. Then the large population, as I've already told you, this large population plays a very important part in the fast spread of the virus in our country. So in the end, it's time for the mains practice question. I've given you a very easy one, and this is a 10 marker. What measures, important word is measures, what measures India needs to take seeing the COVID surge in China? Discuss. So you have to say that the COVID surge that has taken place in China, what can India do to prevent itself from it? So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading and keep writing.